Yeah, it's been a while. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks. I've been busy doing things, but now I'm back and we have so much to talk about. As everybody probably is aware, there's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer for the second movie in this new series, which involves Michael Bay. Not the director, but as producer. Now, I know a lot of people are reading this and are probably really skeptical of this new movie, but to be perfectly honest, the last movie that came out, it really wasn't that bad. Actually, it wasn't bad at all. I mean, I was a little on the edge about seeing it after hearing Michael Bay was attached, but after looking at it, it was actually pretty decently run, given all its worth. I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, and I have seen the original show as well as some of the newer shows. I have loved the characters. I remember watching the 1980s early cartoon version. That's the first version I saw. I had some old tapes of the series. I had some of the action figures. But enough about that, let's talk about the trailer. So in the trailer, it starts off as like this little interdimensional rift, which I assume is Dimension X or something along those lines, happening in the middle of New York City. And you have the turtles just walking around and, well, not really walking around, but they're more like driving the Turtlemobile. And that's when I realized this is the first time I've actually seen the Turtlemobile in a movie, a live action movie. Yeah, you probably saw it in the cartoons. You definitely had the toy, but here it is in its true form, or at least what appears to be its true form. And it's shooting what looked like manhole covers as like projectile rockets. That's actually oddly awesome. I also noticed the Foot Clan is actually using swords and melee weapons in this movie, as opposed to the last movie where they're like using guns like terrorists, even though they were technically terrorists in the last movie. And all throughout the trailer, there's this weird techno upbeat hip hop music playing around, and it just seems kind of odd. Like it fits, but it doesn't fit. But I mean, I don't hate it, but it just kind of throws me off a little bit. I'm like, alright, I guess it'll work. I guess it fits or something like that. Couple new things in the trailer as well as the movie. First of all, at one point you see April O'Neil get surrounded by what appears to be Foot Clan, and then she gets rescued by none other than, oh my god, it's Casey Jones. She gets rescued by Casey Jones, or rather Oliver Queen out of his Arrow costume. Yeah, admit it. As soon as you knew that Stephen Amell was playing Casey Jones, there was an Oliver Queen Arrow reference going to pop in there. So, hopefully she doesn't replace Felicity. I'm just saying. And then Michelangelo's all like, hey, I got a question. Are you to like an item or something? Cool. Typical Mikey. The other things in the trailer, you have Baxter Stockman played by Tyler Perry, and that's a little odd for me. On the one hand, it's nice to see Tyler Perry in something other than Medea or one of his own plays. But on the other hand, Tyler Perry, I mean, okay. I mean, he's Baxter Stockman, so I guess it could work. I won't be against it. I mean, I'd actually have to see the movie, but alright. But let's get to the meat of this. Let's get to the real big part. You know what I'm talking about. Bebop and Rocksteady are officially in this movie. They are confirmed to be in this movie. Those are pretty much the two other biggest villains in the entire Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles universe. Right behind Shredder, who is actually a human this time, interestingly enough. But Bebop and Rocksteady, though, I had those toys when I was a kid. You know, Bebop is a warcard, Rocksteady is a rhino. And I was so glad to see them. And then I kind of got freaked out a little bit when I saw how cartoonish they are. Granted, it's all CGI. The Turtles are CGI. Bebop and Rocksteady are CGI. A lot of things are CGI. But they look a little bit more cartoonish and kind of like flubberishy than the Turtles do. Which kind of threw me off for a little bit. At least they have their personalities intact, or based on what I've seen in the trailer, they have their personalities intact. Kind of like in the old 80s TV cartoon, which is another interesting thing. I don't seem to recall seeing Bebop and Rocksteady in any of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies from like the early 90s. Like, at all. Well, it's nice to see that they've been included this time, so here's to that. Maybe Leatherhead is on his way next. I don't know, hopefully, I guess. And then the end of the trailer pops up, and the last thing you see is this slow motion, what looks like a water ride at Six Flags or something. You see the turtles in slow motion, and the tank just pops out of the water, and you have a fucking rhino on top of it firing a cannon at the screen in slow-mo. The first thing I thought was like, okay, that seems like it was taken directly out of the last Teenage Mutant Turtles movie with them on the mountain slope. It's oddly entertaining, and yet it's completely cliched and kind of stupid. So, I'm honestly in the mix between the two. Of course, Will Arnett is still in the movie, and, well, I don't really care that much. I mean, overall, the trailer for the movie, it looks kind of promising. A little bit more promising than the last movie, which is good, I want to say. The last movie just was decently done. This one actually looks like a little bit more fun and a little bit better. Like, an improvement. That's actually pretty cool. Granted, I'm not looking forward to this as much as I'm looking forward to Captain America Civil War, or X-Men Apocalypse, or more importantly, Star Wars, but it's still something I want to see in the near future. Okay guys, so that's my review for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows trailer. What did you think? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What was your favorite part of the trailer? And did you ever watch any of the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoons? Whatever you think, leave me a comment below and tell me how you feel. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter at AsteroidMike. Don't forget to check out my blog. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you click on the link below or on the next slide. And as always, I will see you around.